This is the only option that we have, is for Congress to do its job, for Congress to deal with the debt limit. That's the only option in front of us. That is the best option for the American people. That's the best way to make sure that our economy doesn't get turned on its head, that we don't get a situation where we potentially lose up to 8 million jobs or devastate retirement accounts. That is not an option. So we're being consistent here. We've been saying that they need to do their job. It is their constitutional duty. It's been done 78 times since 1960. That's what we're saying. As it relates to the budget negotiation, those are continuing. We want to make sure that gets done as soon as possible as well. It is important for the American people to see what we value and what we see in a bipartisan way that we're going to present to the American people, clearly also to Congress, so that it can get both Democrat and Republican votes.
So if there is not a deal, there is no plan B?
What I can say is the only option right now is for Congress to do their jobs without conditions. That is the way that we need to move forward as it relates to the debt limit.
And one more on something the president said during his news conference. He suggested that MAGA Republicans may use default for political gain. Does he include Kevin McCarthy in that?
So look, we are working in good faith with Kevin McCarthy right now and with his team. And the hope is that continues, right? The good faith conversations to deal with the budget, to deal with the budget negotiations. So that is something that I would say as it relates. You heard me talk about specifically about what some House Republicans were saying yesterday, and what we wanted to make sure is that we laid out the facts. And that was coming from the House Freedom Caucus, and you heard them argue against preventing default and against negotiating for a bipartisan budget agreement that is actually in violation of what the Speaker has said he wanted and what the Speaker has said he's committed to. So we're going to flag that for all of you. We're going to flag that for the American people. But the Speaker was very clear last week. He said, actually this week, he said that when it comes to default, it's off the table.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Karine.
This is it, friends. President Biden wants to bring back sending monthly checks. The president's plan will be funded with billions of dollars and will help provide direct relief to millions of Americans. There is a growing support for these new relief checks across the country, but many economists are worried about how this plan will be funded. My friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the new details. Also, tomorrow, which is Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaways, all you have to do, dear friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the giveaways. President Biden has unveiled his budget proposal for fiscal year 2024, which outlines his investment priorities in every federal agency for the upcoming year. It aims to cut the deficit by nearly $3 trillion over 10 years and includes a revival of his previous tax proposals, like a minimum billionaire's tax and higher corporate tax, as well as a restoration of the expanded child tax credit. Biden's American Rescue Plan provided $3,000 per child to families with children over the age of 6 and $3,600 per child to families with children under the age of 6. The American Rescue Plan also paid out the tax credit in monthly checks, rather than as part of an annual tax refund. However, the expansion of that credit expired in December 2021 due to Republican opposition and pushback from Democratic Senator Joe Manchin. Shalonda Young, director of the United States Office of Management and Budget, told Business Insider, "The president clearly believes that the way to grow this economy is to invest in the middle class and working families, and that we have to grow the economy from the bottom up and the middle out." The child tax credit proved to be formidable in its goal of reducing poverty, feeding 2 million children, and keeping 3 million total children out of poverty in just the first month of the credit's existence. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, childhood poverty fell to a record low of 5.2% in 2021, declining from the 2020's 9.7% rate because of those monthly checks sent out to parents. In total, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, the child tax credit expansion lifted nearly 3 million children out of poverty, with 1 million of those under the age of 6. After efforts to expand or prolong the credit fell short, child poverty skyrocketed in 2022. So now the Biden administration wants to turn that around. Several Democratic lawmakers have also pushed for the expanded child tax credit to be renewed. Late last year, some senators were eyeing an extension of the credit in a year-end legislative package, with Senator Michael Benet of Colorado telling Insider that he thinks they should not be extending tax cuts for American corporations if they are not going to extend tax cuts for American children. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on this proposal from President Biden? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Montana Governor Greg Gianforte has proposed a child tax credit of $1,200 per child under the age of 6. As originally proposed, a credit would have been available to families with no earned income. This is crucial because those families often face the highest barriers to employment and struggle the most to afford the basic necessities. The credit was not enacted this year, but provides an opportunity for discussion in future years. A proposal from Minnesota Governor Tim Walz would provide a $1,000 refundable credit for each child under age 6, up to $3,000 per family. And New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy's budget also proposes to double the state's child tax credit from $500 to $1,000 per child. The state of Utah recently enacted a measure to provide a $1,000 non-refundable child tax credit for each child ages 1 and up until the age of 4. Utah should continue to improve the credit by making it fully available to families regardless of their income and expanding the credit's age eligibility. Child tax credits are an important way that policymakers can help families make ends meet and help children thrive now and in the future. It is up to Congress to approve new relief as rising food and energy prices continue to strain American families' budgets. Well, my magnificent and marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this afternoon. My friends, I'll be announcing several winners tomorrow for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaways, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Thursday.